Jehovah. Chronic, left, right, Jaco, left, right. Ooh, yeah. Ah, boy.
Bless up, family. Bless up. It's your boy Cosmonian checking back in from the Ethereal heavens down here in Oahspe. Coming back to bring some light to my people, man. I think this is going to be a great show tonight. And this is number 30. Yay! We're going fast, y'all. We're getting to them fast. This is show number 30. I planned on doing something else, but I didn't think this one could wait. First and foremost, as always, peace to the righteous gods and all praise to the Most High Creator, Jehovih. Shout out for everybody who here, you know, everybody who in the house already, Yah, Shebrew, Ray, hi y'all, what's up? You dig what I'm talking about? Your boy Cosmonian, while, you know, chatted up with y'all for a minute before we get directly into it, because this one is kind of this one hit home for me a little bit. You dig what I'm talking about? This is Jehovah Chronicles number 30. We call this the Book of the Prophet. Now, yeah, like the Book of the Prophet, man. We know, we understand, you know what I mean, that, you know, Oahspe got prophecy in it, Cosmon, but what you talking about? Book of the Prophets, Book of the Prophet. Ain't no Book of the Prophet in Oahspe. And I think, y'all, that's the problem. Shout out to Intuitive Goat. Shout out Sherry Lynn. Thank everybody for coming through. Thank y'all. Sub, like, share. You know, sub to the channel, like, share it with your family and your friends. Shout out to the Creator Gang. Creator Gang is in the house. That's right. Creator Gang is in the house. Shout out. Bronze Yog in the house. Intuitive Goat. Creator Gang. The big homie. My sister. Better than your sister. Facts. Set apart living. My sister Oahspe. You dig what I'm talking about? Thanks everybody for coming on through, man. Y'all come on in here. This is the Jehovah Chronicles number 30. As y'all see, this is the Book of the Prophet. But y'all like, Cosmon, ain't no Book of the Prophet. What is you talking about? Well, let me get into it just a little bit. About what year is this? This is 2022. So maybe 2015, 16. You know, when you know, I'm learning on Oahspe. You dig what I'm talking about? I probably had it maybe 3 or 4 years at the time. You know what I mean? And you know, one thing you get to learning about the Creator, right? Everything he do, everything, excuse me, y'all, excuse me. But everything that the Creator does, he does it in a certain way, right? He does a thing in beauty, in harmony, in symmetry. And the things that he do are well done. You know what I mean? Ain't no imperfection. Ain't no off key. There's no... He does things immaculately. You see what I'm saying? He do them immaculately, right? So when you get to reading on Oahspe, and Oahspe forces you. It not only tells you how to prove all things, but it forces you into proving all things, because a lot of this information that we do get is utterly mind-blowing. You know what I mean? So we just can't go out on belief and opinion that this stuff is right. No, that ain't how we rock over here, not over here. You dig what I'm talking about? That's not how we do it. We test the spirit, right? So when you're learning your father, right, and he telling you a story, right, from A to Z, right, and you go A, B, C, D, E, F, H, I, J, K, N, O, P, Q, R, T, U, V, and you say, wait, what? You start to know, and it's not that anything has been changed. You just know something is missing. There's a logical disconnect, right? And when you find that in anything that the creator says he puts his hands on and that he does, well, then you know right there, man then got his little grubby little hands and put his own influence on there. And I'm not tripping on JBN on this, because they gave him control of the publishing and what should be published, but JBN then left out some shit. Oh yeah. We don't see they think over here that we follow this brother. The brother window. It didn't make sense. It didn't make sense. I seen your to the brother window. To the brother window. I seen your thing on Facebook, brother. I'm not trying to hold you up, or I couldn't place the. I thank you, window. You dig what I'm talking about. We gonna come through, and there are some things, right, that have been left out of Oahspe. Not that it was changed, but it's left out. No different than they left out Enoch, or the Book of Baruch, or, you know what I mean, the books of the Maccabees. This is Apocrypha text. Now, what happened with me was, it always bothered me that we know the creator does everything he does it on time. It's right on time. You dig what I'm talking about? Ain't no misconception to it. Ain't no twisting. Ain't no I'm off a little bit, or none of that. You dig what I'm talking about? And you start to understand that once you get to know the creator, right? All things are music and beauty and symmetry and even, and you dig what I'm talking about? That everything is balanced. You dig what I'm saying? So when you find something that seems a little lacking, it raises your antenna. Or if you just see one little thing that off a little bit, and mind you, Oahspe says it's not immaculate. It's not. You dig what I'm saying? But the fact that in 1848 the Cosmine era started, you would think, and it would seem, that the angels came in the 11th year before 1881, so 1870, right? Right when they said they did in 1870, to fit the Odic rate, right? 11 years would have put you in 1859. 11 more years would have put you in 1870. 11 more years would have put you 1881, finishing of Oahspe and its publishing. So it always bothered me that Oahspe came out in 1882. So that got me to thinking. You know what I mean? Something is off. And let me show you what gave me my very first key. Let's go into the book of Oahspe. Hold on. Let me pull up a Oahspe real quick. Hold on one second, y'all. Should I pull up this one? Let's see if it got the pics. Hold on. Let me go down here. Osiris. This is I'm looking for a tablet, right? Let me see. Nope. I'm looking for a certain tablet. Let me see. Let me pull this up. I'm trying to find. Let me see if I got my watch. Let me pull up my different Oahspe. I'm trying to see the pictures because I want to show y'all. It's now let's go back up here to the top. Hold on, let's go home too quick. And if I'm not mistaken, it is in the Book of Japheth. Okay, let's go to the Book of Japheth. Wow, it's not showing. Wow, this one ain't showing either. That's odd. Let me go back out of here and let me try to download another one. You dig what I'm talking about? We're going to download another Oahspe. Let's see. First of all, let's get some of this Jaja music banging back up in this thing. You dig what I'm talking about? And while I find this picture, I'm going to show y'all exactly what sparked my interest and what let me know for a fact that something is missing. You know what I mean? Let me see. First of all, let me see if I can all right, let me show y'all. Let me share my screen with y'all real quick. Sorry it's taking so long. I had the other Oahspe I downloaded didn't have pictures in it, nor did it have the Book of Japheth actually printed out. But let me show y'all. Let me know if y'all can see the screen. Let me try to blow it up a little bit more for y'all. Let me see. Y'all to be able to see. This is the tablet of Bagun God, right? This is the tablet of Bagun God, and the Bagun God is a not only a deity, but it's more representative of a type of rule. You know what I mean? Enforced type of rule. The Bagun God. You dig what I'm talking about? Now, look, here go the RAM. You dig what I'm talking about? Now, let me turn this down just a little bit. I want to get to this real quick, so I can get into the Book of the Prophet. Now, I want y'all to see this. This is the tablet of Bagun God. The origin of the astrological sign Aries. See also the Book of Japheth. Huh? What? Right there. Right there. I said a Book of Japheth. Ain't no Book of Japheth. What are you talking about? Well, obviously there was a Book of Japheth, and the explanation of the sign Aries was contained within it. Look. This is in Oahspe. This is Safa and the tablet of the Bagun God. Now look, this is the origin of the astrological sign Aries. See also the Book of Japheth. I said, book, what the? Look, the Book of Japheth was an original book of Oahspe, pulled from being published, from being in the published Oahspe, but the 1882 editor neglected to remove the reference to it. Listen. What's going on, man? The Book of Japheth. Something is going on with my pointer. Excuse me, y'all. Something is going on with this computer. It's acting funny. Give me a second. Okay. Let me get back down to it. Okay. Now look. The Book of Japheth was an original book of Oahspe, pulled from being in the published Oahspe. So, knowing my creator, right, and know he does doing things and does things well. You dig what I'm talking about? He don't half step on nothing. You dig what I'm talking about? It makes logical sense for us to now conclude that if there is a book of Japheth, there is a book of ancient Hindustan or Vindu. If there's a book of Japheth, there's a book of Shem. If there's a book of Japheth, there's a book of Ham. If there's a book of Japheth, there's a book of Gautama. Where is the book of America? Where is the book of Africa? What are they hiding? What did they feel wouldn't be right? Because remember, the original 1881 book, this is why it came out in 1882, because they changed from its original state, right? They changed it from its original state. This is, look what they're saying though. But the 1882 editor neglected to remove the reference, the Book of Japheth, so far as is known, is no longer in corporeal existence. I don't believe this neither. I believe that there are people who have it. The Book of Japheth, because first of all, we know it existed. Secondly, even if the Drugers was trying to destroy everything and man got his hands on it, he wouldn't be able to stop or resist the selfish inclination to use this information to make himself seem small. So he wouldn't just destroy it, he would hide it. So, believe it or not, I was in a Oahspe group prior to this, at this time, 2015, 16, whatever it was, right? 16, 17, whatever it was. It was 5, 6 years ago. Maybe 6, 7 years ago. I know at least 6 years ago. So, I get to ask the questions. What else are they leaving out? Where is the Book of Ham? Where is the book of, you dig what I'm talking about? I got real questions. Believe it or not, in my sleep, a spirit came to me and told me who had the book, right? And that if I asked for the book, they was going to lie to me, but they were going to say these exact words, tipping their hat to, to prove what the spirit is saying, and tipping their hat to me to know that they know I'm on them now. You dig what I'm talking about? And I asked the people, and just like the Spirit said, they lied to me. Now, many of y'all who know me, been around a while, you dig what I'm talking about, can attest to this story because I told it. You dig what I'm talking about? I didn't hold none of this to myself. And there are faithists, even in the Creator Gang today, who back up every word that I'm saying. I brought all this out. They start trying to ban me. They kicked me up out the group. I asked the people about a Book of Japheth. I asked them about where the Book of Japheth is. Now, none of this stuff don't exist and you ain't never heard of it and you a faithist, because like if you'd have had came to me, I said, what? What are you talking about, Book of Japheth? Ain't no Book of Japheth, bro. Let me check. Let me see. There ain't no Book of Japheth. What are you talking about? That's what anybody who was telling the truth would have said. The Spirit told me, and they said, Book of Japheth, who told you about that? That's what they said. And then I start bringing out some other things, that start ruffling feathers, but it was, bringing out truthisms. You did what I'm talking about, the things that's hidden. And then my question was, how y'all didn't have Oahspe 30, 40, 50 years, and y'all not bringing these things up that y'all can't see it like I'm seeing it? Come to find out, all the way on the other side of the world. I'm not even going to put this faithist up here. Mind you, he's a faithist. But all the way on the other side of the planet, this should already tell you who it is. And I think I'm going to have that brother in here because I already had an understanding in the issue with Safa. And even though, I'm not going to disparage the brother. I want him to come on in. I'll let him tell his own story. But just like he was having problems for bringing this truth to them, and they start alienating him and trying to kick him out and I can lend validity to this brother's story because the same things start happening to me when you start bringing out this truth. When you can perceive at a higher level, or they know it's out there and somebody flat lying to your face like, who told you about that? Where'd you hear about a Book of Japheth from? If you ain't know nothing about it, you'd be like, Book of Japheth? What is that? Ain't no Book of Japheth, bro. That's what you'd have said. Anybody who didn't know what I was talking about would have said, Cal, what is you talking about, bro? What Book of Japheth? Ain't no Book of Japheth, bro. But they didn't say that. They said, I don't know about a Book of Japheth. Who told? No, they said, who told you about a Book of Japheth? Who told you that? I said, and that's what the Spirit had told me they was going to say. They was going to be lying. Then I started bringing out the fact that the Jews of modern day, this is fair use, educational purposes only, that the Jews are not, in fact, either the people of the Bible nor historically Jews. Different people. You dig what I'm talking about? And that ruffled a little feathers. You know what I mean? Because they was, trying to tie that 1948 Israelites move into another place and selling. They was trying to tie that understanding to Oahspe, but that wasn't the greatest thing that happened. 1947, 1948. Even though that did happen. You know what I mean? And they are now in the land of Palestine today, genocidally murdering Palestinians. So it is what it is. So this is the very first thing that caught my mind. Book of Japheth. Where is the Book of Japheth? Then another great thing Makes my mind. I said, and when you read the book of S, right, there's, see, this is the thing about Creator. He tell you everything. And there are little itty bitty pieces of information that seem significant, but are huge deals. And Oahspe just say it. It just, you don't give a fuck about how you feel about it. You dig what I'm talking about? You just put it in there. Right? So, when it comes to the book of the S and they talking about the slaves in America, they tell you about the woe and all that shit. But we know Creator gonna tell you about the spirits of the slaves. And more importantly, what happened to the spirit of the slave masters. Where is that? My Creator don't leave out the most important part of the movie. You don't leave out the action scene. You dig what I'm talking about? When you're making a good movie, you don't leave out the action part. What happened in the afterlife is the action part. You feel me? I said, oh, this story is... So I brought out what happened to the slaves and the slave masters. Oh, it was some shit. But on the whole other side of the planet, a guy who started getting shit because he was bringing this shit out too, because he used a logical, common sense approach to understanding this shit, was getting shit too. I didn't understand at first why he had a distaste for certain faiths. I start to see it. You dig what I'm talking about? Now, I ain't gonna go crazy willy-nilly because I understand my father, and if there is something the people need, well then the people gonna have it. You dig what I'm talking about? It'll just make itself appear. But a guy snuggled up to some faithers, thought he was cool. Or he thought they was cool. And they thought he was cool too. They gave him the info. So now we got Apocrypha from Oahspe. And guess what it's about? Guess what it's about? It's about the slaves and the slave masters. Ooh, wait. Oh, wait. Huh? Oh, wait. And I see, and listen, when we get done with this, you gonna see why JBN couldn't have put this shit in there. You talking about a revolution? It was about to be a revelation, then a revolution. See, because this is what they gave us. Let me show you what they gave us. This is what they gave us. Hold on. This is what they gave us. You see this? They gave us these great nigger tales. But look how the people being treated like animals. You don't think that ass whooping real? You don't think these people are down and depressed? Oppressed? Huh? Look, got a drawing of a man getting his ass whooped right here. And the crazy part is, even though he look white, look at them nigga sideburns. But he sure whooping on this dude. Look at this. This is a black man whooping another black man. They didn't look, but look who running it. Got the niggas laying on the floor. Look who running it. Got a slave. Look, he got a slave thing on too, a chain on his ankle too, beating another slave. We remember these tales. Could you imagine how inhumane them people was being treated? But look, 1881. Look at this here. Come on in, Jaja daughters. Come on in, sons of Jehovah. Let's turn it down just a little bit. Come on in here. This is what's been left out. Look at this here. The Book of the Prophet. Oahspe. From the original, on time, 1881, angelically inspired and angelically written or authored in the year 1881, perfectly on time with the timetables of prophecy, perfectly at a time of high etheric light, right when it was supposed to come. But you telling me a year later it came out? I smell somebody tampering with something. Let me blow this up a little bit. Let me see if y'all can see this. Let me see. Let me see if I can blow that up just a little bit more, y'all. Hold on one second. This is the Book of the Prophet. Oahspe Apocrypha. I ain't gonna even hold you no further. Let's get into this. You tell me. You tell me. You know your father. You know his rhythm. You know he's symmetrical, yet progressive. Huh? He's cyclical and progressive all at the same time. Huh? We know not that it was changed, but that something was left out. These are the words of the Book of the Prophet. These are the words of man. What is thy prestige, O Father, Jehovah, or the power of man in time of darkness? How wilt thou answer him, or make him understand thy presence? Art thou as a mist and voiceless? Thou who makest worlds and fillest the vault of heaven, thou who quickenest all the living, hast thou not power to make words? This is the prophet asking, right? Oh Father, give man, let me go up here, give man thy speech, even as to the prophets of old. Thou art the same today as yesterday and shalt be forever. Tell me, O Father Jehovah, how has thy servant become a stranger to thee and thy voice? You tell me, is this from Oahspe? Listen, Jehovah said, I have heard thee, O man. In this time of darkness, I come with words and with power. My hand is stretched over all the living. My might none can gainsay. I move upon the nations. New eras light up the world at my bidding. But behold, O man, thou hast forever built up idols to put thy creator away. First, thou did make them of stone and wood and brass, but now thou callest out to the sons of men in heaven, saying, Savior, Savior, Jesus, Jesus, Yeshua, Yeshua. Huh? Buddha, Buddha. Brahma, Brahma. First thou didst make them of stone and wood and brass, but now thou callest out to the sons of men in heaven. Don't y'all deify him? Wait till you learn these are your gods, the sons of men. Saying, Savior, Savior, but thou comest not to him who created thee alive. Let me look at this. Now will I sweep away all idols as a woman sweepeth the floor. In the time that war threatened all the world, behold, my sons and daughters shall know me, but the idolater shall go out in darkness. Because they have worshipped other nations than him who created them, they shall rest in their own inventions. Look at this. And destruction shall encompass them. Wars and anarchy shall come upon all people on the face of the earth, but my chosen shall not fail. Look at this, chapter 1. The prophet said, now will I talk to thee like a brother, O man. Thou hast run after the prophets and said, here is God's revelation. Don't y'all say that with Bible? This is all that is necessary. Don't that what y'all say? Read thou this. Neither shalt thou question naught or question any of it, but thou shalt believe all that is written. Ain't that what they tell you to do with the Bible? Don't question nothing. Just shut up, sit down, and believe it, or you're going to hell. Ain't that what y'all say? For thou hast perceived therein great wisdom and adoration, but thou hast run as one who is blind and knew not him who created thee. He is the same today as when the ancient prophets wrote. Hold on, let me blow it up a little bit. He is the same today as when the ancient prophets wrote. The fault is thine own, that thou writest not as the ancients. So he's saying it's your fault that you don't get the spiritual inspiration like Moses. It's your fault. You don't do you haven't mastered the spirit like Abram. It's your fault. You can't make water into wine like Yeshua. It's your fault that you ain't healed no blind yet. Why? The voice of our Father is ever with thee, but thou hearest not, because thou hast not fulfilled the commandments. Thou shalt not kill, but thou killest, and dost eat flesh. Look at this. Y'all say thou shalt not kill, don't they? But they kill and they still eat flesh. Thou shalt not look after sex. Come on. For in doing so, thou committest adultery. Thou shouldest give away all thou hast, having faith in Jehovih. Who got this much faith? Who got this much faith? You're going to have it coming soon. That's what y'all better get to understanding. You better get it. This is the only way it's going to work. Thou shouldest give away all thou hast, having faith in Jehovah, but thou committest all these sins and obeyest not the commandments. It is well for thee that thou esteemeth the ancient prophets. It's cool. For thou art in darkness. You should look up to them niggas, because you in darkness. You should esteem my prophet. Yeah, because they light. You should look up to them. Why? Because you in darkness. You don't even get it. Thou hast contaminated. Let me move this up a little bit. Thou hast contaminated the abode of thy spirit, and knowest not him thou dost ignorantly fail to worship. Saying, you did what I'm talking about. You contaminated your body, and you don't know him who you ignorantly fail to worship the nigga who created your body. But look what he say. But I declare unto thee, O brother, the time has now come into the world when every man shall see for himself and understand our Father's presence. Thy words shouldest be as sacred as the book thou extollest. How many have words as good as the book that they extol? Huh? How many of them holding that Bible got words as good as they extol when they tell you they'll kill a child? But when you actually get down to read in the text, that's par for the course for the text. It says smite Amalek utterly. So if you're gonna smite Amalek, you're gonna smite Amalek wife. You're gonna smite Amalek daughter. You're gonna smite Amalek's son. It tells you to smite the suckling babies. That's a baby that hasn't even been weaned from the mother's breast yet. They said cut it down in the mama's hand. Huh? Are your words as sacred as the book you extol? The time of belief is now come to an end. Neither shalt thou disbelieve. Look at this. Oahspe different. Oahspe different. When they go, well, look, neither shalt thou disbelieve, but thou shalt know thy Father, and so live that he and thee are one. Nor shalt thou say, here only is mystery or wisdom. Jehovah hath no secrets, nor made prophets for any age in which thou shalt be bound. Never made a prophet that you should be bound to. Nor did the prophets ask to be bound to you, nor did they ask to be praised. Why are you praising Yeshua? A man. Are you literally saying better a man than the creator of all? The Most High? I'm the son of the Most High. Why don't y'all praise me then? See how silly that sound? Keep locked. Yeshua never asked for your praise. Stop mediating through that nigga. He don't like y'all like that. Y'all still eat meat. You ain't got the first law down. Jehovah hath no secrets, nor made prophets for any age in which thou should be bound. Thou hast suffered thyself to be deceived in calling Lord, Lord, oh Lord God, oh Lord. Now pass that plate over there a little bit. Now, I told you, get back in that corner. Lord, yes, Lord. Hoping that thou shouldst rise in heaven the day thou diest. But thou shalt not rise in that day. Talk to him. Thou hast, let me run it back. Thou hast suffered thyself, to be deceived in calling Lord, Lord, hoping that thou shouldst rise in heaven the day thou diest, don't you? Don't you? Ain't you hoping right now? Lord, Lord, I call on the Lord. I got to just believe. Huh? Ain't that what you hoping that work? It don't. Look, hoping that thou shouldst rise in heaven the day thou diest. But thou shalt not rise in that day. But thou, because thou hast not fulfilled the commandments, thou art unfit. Thou art unripe for the presence of angels of purity. And then thou art dead. Thou shalt be as hopeless. And and when thou art dead, thou shalt be as helpless as a newborn child in this world. Only revealed in Oahspe. Spiritual rape and being below the grades. You're going to come into the next world just like you came into this one, knowing nothing, helpless. Thy spirit shall linger around about thy home and thy place of business and be a wanderer on the earth for a long season. Why? Why they say? Because thou art unfit for the presence of angels of purity. Look at this. Look at this. The prophet said, hear me, O my brother. Hast thou strength this day to put away all thou hast and rest in faith in thy Father? Do you? Nay, even so declare I unto thee, since thou hast not such faith this day, thou shalt not have, hold on. Since you don't have strength this day, you will not have strength in the hour of your death. Thou obeyest not the commandments, because thou art too weak in spirit. Look at it. They be mad at us when we say this. But when it comes through the prophet, when it comes from the source, take it with a grain of salt. At best. At worst. But you're going to take it. You're going to learn. The spiritual body is as one starved and trembling with weakness. He say, thy spiritual body thou obeyest not the commandments, because thou art too weak in spirit. Thy spiritual body is as one starved and trembling with weakness. Neither are these things of my make or design, nor true because of my assertion. That which I declare unto thee is for thee to see and to know of thine own knowledge. Lay aside the ancient prophets, O my brother, and go and see for thyself. Rise thou in heaven and see the place of the spirits of the dead. Learn thou the condition for all the living. Thou sayest thou canst not. You say you can't do that. You saying you can't do that. We got a whole practical guide on how to do that says this is the whole purpose of this book. To see the heavens of Jehovah, the bound heavens, the atmospherian heavens of the earth. And to know of a certainty your place in the heavenly realms, to commune with Jaja consciously. The book of earth, air, and spirit. right on the cover says it is a primary and the only primary source to learn how to do so. Huh? What they say? Lay aside the ancient prophets, O my brother, and go see for thyself. Rise thou in heaven and see the place of the spirits of the dead. Learn thou the condition for all the living. But thou sayest thou canst not. So I say unto thee, in the time thou diest, thou shalt not either. So you telling me, oh, I can't, oh man, God, I can't. Well, I can't see the heavens. I can't know of a certainty my spiritual rate. I can't. So he said, since you telling me I can't, when you die, nigga, and you come up to me and say, oh, can I enter into the heavenly key? He's gonna say, I can't. Look what is laying down. There's some heavy stuff. So I say unto thee, in the time that you die, thou shalt not either. I can't. Yet it is possible for thee to do so even whilst thou sojournest in thy mortal body. He telling you can do these things in your mortal body. First, look what he tell you. First, number one, first thing, buddy, purify thy flesh and then thy spirit by thinking only pure thoughts and feeding on pure food. What is pure food? Herbs, roots, nuts, the vegetarian, the herbivorous lifestyle. There's another book of Zimmers. There's more Apocrypha. I got to bring it out for you. There's different Apocrypha. Did y'all know that whole vegan stuff was made up? Show me one time in Oahspe where it say vegan. But I can show you out of text that was taken out of Oahspe that not only is there a place here on earth for real faithers that do the work to eat eggs, to eat cheese and milk. What y'all not understanding, he is herbivorous still. He eat all the fruits and nuts and berries and squirrel, but he like ice cream. Is that gonna stop Jaja love from you? He eat potato chips. Is that it? They be going crazy with this vegan shit. And then everybody I've known ever who went vegan got sick as a dog. And the whole time, the whole time that they was vegan, they was always taking daily supplements. Every single one. I've never met a person who was truly vegan, who was actually super healthy, like healthy. You dig what I'm talking about? They got to eat other stuff to make up for what they lacking. They try to shame you for being the faithist for some of that stuff, and wait till I bring out. Look, man, listen. I got some stuff. And we're going to bring it all out. We're going to give it all to the people. All my people going to have it. First book of the prophet. This is the book of the prophets. Look what he say to you though. First purify thy flesh and then thy spirit by thinking only pure thoughts and feeding on pure food. And after that, put away all fleshly possessions and be as a newborn child, helpless before the Father, with his will to fulfill and not thine own. This is a great gift possible unto thee. I plead with thee as a bird pleadeth with her young to come and fly forth. Huh? I plead with thee as a bird pleadeth with her young to come forth and fly. Don't be stuck and bound to the old shit. That house down there is on fire. Come up here with your brother. Get a higher view where you're not over the flames. I got a whole something else different that your father made for you. And I'm telling you, come look at it. And no, that's devilment. That's demonic. And the first thing they telling you is to purify your flesh. Point to anything Oahspe ever says that is demonic and tells a person to do. I can show you a whole bunch of stuff that's demonic that Oahspe tell you not to do. My homie told me, man, they want to be right more than they want to be righteous. They don't love the Creator. This is why they don't understand. This is why they can't perceive, so they don't believe. Low spiritual rate. Like they said, their spiritual bodies are weak. To know the Creator is to be strong in spirit. Huh? With his will to fulfill and not thine own. This is a great gift possible unto thee. I plead with thee as a bird pleadeth with her young to come forth and fly. So say I unto thee, come forth, and be thou in spirit triumphant, and not of the flesh. Stop me. When you hear something demonic, point it out. The prophet said, from time to time our Father raiseth up some with visions and clearness of spirit, and such go external from their mortal bodies and see the heavens of the earth and their very lords ruling there. These are given, O my brother, as an example of what is now coming to pass with the races of men. Not by hundreds and thousands, but millions shall go in spirit and understand with their own knowledge. But the same rule shall apply unto all. So did that mean that Israel gonna get something different than the Chinese gonna get? Does that mean Israel gonna get something different than the Algonquins gonna get? No. Why? Because the rules shall apply unto all, till thou art purged of all earthly things, desires, and wishes. Then the next world will be to thee as a sealed book. So till you get away, till you get all that stuff up off you, till you purge yourself of all earthly things, desires, and wishes, then the next world, the spirit world, will be as a sealed book to thee, just like Oahspe is to these people. Some people I know, they can't get it. They so low. You dig what I'm talking about? Nothing makes sense to them. You couldn't make it make sense if you try. Be like trying to talk calculus to an ox. You dig what I'm talking about? Useless. You dig what I'm saying? Trying to get a godless, heathenistic, barbaric, drunk to understand spiritual things. If they can't see it with their eyes, if they can't touch it with their hands, if they are not Osiris, they can't believe or conceive. or perceive. You low, you drunk. But look, hold on. Till thou art purged of all earthly things, desires, and wishes, the next world will be to thee as a sealed book. You ain't gonna get it. It's closed to you. Till you get right. What would he say? Clean your body out. Like my brother say, stop eating them loin meat sandwiches. You know what I mean? Eating that hind paw. You dig what I'm saying? You'll be okay. Everybody gonna be okay. But even then, you're not even willing to treat your brother right. Fuck. Okay. You dig what I'm talking about? I understand. You dig what I'm talking about? How it can be hard with a diet, but you won't even do the work of your brother, for others. Anybody other than yourself. You won't even do that. So that's why these books, this understanding, the higher heavens, the light revealed today. Do you know what the light revealed today in the Cosmon era is called? Do you? It's called Ordinothen. What did it say? Neither shall thou interpret heavenly things according to this prophet or that. Heaven is wider than man can invent. Yea, the heavens that belong to the earth only and travel with the earth are mighty beyond the comprehension of any man. But even these are but the lower heavens. Imagine what Ethereal looked like. You can't even... The best you think heaven is, first of all, 1 billion times greater than that. But imagine the etheric heavens. They are unfathomable. If the lowest heavens, the lowest, I mean the low heavens, there's no way to comprehend them. He say ain't no way. Whatever you think it is better. And then they got a high heaven that's higher than that. Listen, what it look like. If we can't even perceive the low heavens, the high heavens must be immaculate. Unbelievable. He say, yea, the heavens that belong to the earth only and travel with the earth are mighty beyond the comprehension of any man. But even these are but the lower heavens. No prophet can see but one little corner. This Zarathustra, they're talking about the best of the best prophets. This Abram, this Moshe, this Capelia, this Chinese Pope, born Jesus. You dig what I'm talking about? The tip of the tip of physical man in this world. They say no prophet can see but one little corner compared to the majesty of Jehovah's creation. Oh my. Oh me, oh my. The prophet said, thou hast been deceived, oh my brother. Thou hast been led to believe that by certain prayers and confessions and certain kinds of worship, thou shouldst be favored. Don't y'all say, because we do this, we wear these fringes, we the chosen, we praise the God of Abraham, Jacob, and Isaac, or Isaac and Jacob. We chosen. Oh, we the children of Moses. Don't y'all say that? We the best. God only deal with one people. He a racist. I done heard him say it. I ain't lying. I done heard him say it. God a racist, and God is a racist. But your biblical God is a white man, first of all. That's why he shows every single savior he's put out there as a white man. Serapis, Jesus. But he is racist. Huh? Don't y'all believe that though? That y'all special because y'all praised a certain God or Lord, or you held the Sabbath up, or you did what I'm talking about, or you didn't y'all think y'all was chosen and y'all was better? But thou hast been deceived, oh my brother. Thou hast been led to believe that by certain prayers and confessions and certain kinds of worship, thou shouldst be favored. But I declare to thee that all such pretensions are of evil. You want to be chosen so bad, but you ain't chose creator. You chose a God, a man. You chose a Lord God, a man. You chose a Lord, a man. You chose living men over the creator and said, better David, better Saul than the Most High. Better Molech, better Shamash, better El, better Adonai than Jehovah, the great Eoah. Didn't y'all do that? Didn't y'all go in the kingdoms and go straight in the war? But I declare to thee that all such pretensions are of evil. I say unto thee, thy belief is as nothing. Thy work and thy behavior before thy Father in heaven is all. He don't care about your praise. He don't care about you hooting and hollering. He don't care about you going to Sabbath. Your work done unto others. And your behavior towards others and before thy Father in heaven is all that matter. Thy professions, that means all your claims in this or that creed. I am a this, or I am a black Hebrew Israelite. You dig what I'm talking about? I ain't a Muhammadan. I ain't follow the hadith. You know what I mean? Thy professions in this or that creed, you're going to hell if you aren't a Catholic. or employing a doleful voice are but snares invented by the ungodly. Look at that. Thou shalt sum up thy good works done to others, and these alone shall be thy comfort. Good night. Good night. If you had to go to heaven right now, and the position, that you would take upon your birth into the spiritual world was done by how much you do for good for other people where you don't gain from it, right? Where would you be? Would you be in the lowest heaven? Do you even do 10% of your time of your day doing something good for other people? Be real. I'm not tripping on you. You know, we got jobs and stuff and all that. And you know what I mean? They put the pressure on and make sure we ain't helping each other out. Yeah, I get it. But how many of you do 25% of your day doing good works for other people with no kickback for yourself? Because that's the only thing that's going to raise your spirit up. That's the thing. Look, you ain't got to believe me. Take it up with Creator. Don't care what your snares, your creeds is talking about. Where would you be, right, if you was judged on the good works only that you've done for other people with 100% self-abnegation? And that means getting nothing for yourself back for doing that good work. Come on, faithers. Come on, O Israel. Come on, Nazarenes. Come on, Essenes. Come on, Ego Quim. Where would you be? What is your spirit rate? Can you say you do 25% of everything you do in your day for other people? That's a lot. Imagine doing 50. But imagine there's people on earth right now with spirit rates of higher than 80. Being judged simply on how much good they do for others. Are you there yet? No. And this is why this type of information shouldn't have been pulled, but we're going to show you why it was. Not only because of this, but wait, it get worse. You did what I'm talking about? Hold on, let me go and chat. You know what I mean? Shout to the chat. You did what I'm talking about. See you up in here for a second before we get back. Shalom, faith, this family lamb. Yeah. Bizzle. The God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Three. Y'all think it's crazy. Yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna bring it all out. Show me vegan. Somebody go in their Google in your search engine or whatever and look in your Oahspe and pull up the word vegan. Let me save you some time. It ain't in there. Who keep telling you about vegan though? Them old niggas had this bitch 50, 60, 40, 30, 20 years. Ain't helping damn nigga never. Listen, y'all better listen. Let me get back to it. Let me get back to it. Because this that thing here. Thou shalt sum up thy good works done unto others, and these alone shall be thy comfort. Neither shalt thou flatter thyself. Thou canst cheat high heaven. Nigga, you can lie to yourself with your spiritual grade. Nigga, I be doing stuff. Nigga, my spiritual grade probably about 50, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you lying. Where would you be if you was just judged off the good stuff you've done? Huh? For others. And I'm talking about today too. Not just in the past. We're gonna apply all that. But where would you be today? How much you want to bet you look woefully lacking? This is why we got to get this information, y'all. I ain't no better than you. I just do what I'm supposed to do. That's it. That's it. I love my creator. Nothing else. And by proxy, I love everything then. See how I go? But neither shalt thou flatter thyself, thou canst cheat high heaven, nor shall it avail thee to go and preach. For even that is now coming to an end. Yes, Lord. The realms of shoe past the poke chop. Can you get to the Bible? Jeremiah. They say there's some lying scribes in that thing, but they don't know the name. They claim it wasn't written by them, but they lying. You dig what I'm saying? Because they don't know the name of the lying scribe. Nigga, that shit is over with. You so gotta fat it out, Sister Johnson. You dig what I'm talking about? We had to do some private prayers later. Okay, now. You can't pay kids to go to church. Huh? Why? Nor shall it avail thee to go and preach. For even that is coming to an end. Words and beliefs and professing to hold this or that creed, I'm the chosen, have come to an end so far as their value before the Almighty is concerned. Go thou, O my brother, purify thyself and fall to work for others, and let thyself stand in faith before thy Father in heaven. Huh? It's because understandings like these, we know new shalom is coming. Huh? But people just gotta know. We didn't always love the Creator. We didn't always love Jaja. We've been duped, y'all. Why would you trust something this nigga give you, man? Why would you trust it? He never gave you nothing else that didn't harm you. He gave you Bible. And now you trying to convince me it's mine. I'm trying to tell you, you not even the people of the story. You was a higher people that they talked about, that they wrote stories about, that did these mystical, magical things. That was you. And they twisted your story and got your eye off the Creator and onto gods and lords and men gods and deities and saviors, messiahs, and everything but the man. I mean, everything dealing with the man hidden behind the term God. Y'all gonna be so disappointed when y'all learn God is a man. Hurt my heart. Hurt my heart, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. But it freed me up. It took the fear away. I wasn't going to hell for 1,000 years and then go to the lake of fire. And you did when I wasn't doing that. I wasn't going. My spirit wasn't going to sit in my body in the ground till the judgment day come. And then come to find out, ain't no final judgment, last end of days. Ain't no end of days. To even kind of perceive that there is an end of days, you must know the beginning of days. I will ask you this question. How many years has it been since the creation of man with spiritual ability, or man, period? If you don't know the beginning of days, how could you ever tell me about the end of them? Don't be duped, people. Now, I'm not telling y'all that if y'all not you inspired to go vegan or whatever, don't. I'm not saying that. I'm saying Jehovah said herbivorous. I'm just saying, remember, is you gonna stop wearing Nikes? I'm not. I like my Nikes. I'm gonna be busting my leather Jordans. I'm gonna be rocking my LeBrons. You dig what I'm talking about? My Kobe's, top 10s, whatever. I like to look nice when I step out. What I'm doing? I got crocodile shoes. I'm from Detroit. You dig what I'm talking about? I got gator shoes, nigga. You not getting me fucked up. You think Creator gonna stop me from? I got them when I didn't know. How about that? You think Creator gonna stop me because I'm fresh, or he gonna slow down any amount of love because I'm fresh? Because I got these leather seats in my car. That's going to stop Jaja love. That's what's going to get it. Huh? So will ice cream can stop Jaja love from getting to you then, right? It's from a cow, right? That's what it is. Ice cream. Ice cream got it. Yeah, ice cream can stop the creator of the sun. Come on, y'all. It's more to it. This shit's so common sense. And this is how it's going to work. This beats white supremacy in the capitalistic society all by itself. Never bust a shot. Everybody has everything. There ain't no high. There ain't no low. Everybody up. Why? Because everybody working for everybody to work for the creator. Who we helping first? The babies. Creator say, as much as you do for them, you do for me. You cannot fail. Keep me first. And whatever you do, black man, whatever you do, faithist, whatever you do, Nazarene, Israelite, whatever you do, Egyptian, Yoruban, whatever you do, if you don't keep the creator first, it will fail. Creators say we will become supreme in all the world. For doing good. Wait till you... Oh, sisters, wait till you start to see. I love the creator so much, even more now that he explained why he make women like he make them. Y'all really the first teachers. But wait till you start to see the new style of teaching that y'all gonna bring into the world. Faithist women. Every good thing in the world comes from a faithist. Everything. We the only one that produce it. Huh? Look, the prophet said, these are the judgments of God, Jehovah's son. So we're making the distinction right here. Have y'all felt the rhythm? Y'all feel how Jaja, the rhythm, the symmetry, the beauty, the oneness in the text? You can tell this is original Oahspe. For those who haven't read it, you don't know what I'm talking about. You lost in the sauce. But for those who have, they know exactly what I'm saying. It's the rhythm in it. It's how it's said. It's the words used. The prophet said, these are the judgment of God, showing that God is Jehovah, the Creator's son. Listen, let's lock it back. Who else they said was the son of the Most High? Jesus. So if Jesus was a man, so must God be. Hold on. Let's get that as a matter of fact. Let's get that. Watch this. Tay's prayer. Right here in Tay's prayer. Not only God, but Jehovah makes the distinction that he is the creator of gods and he is the ruler and he tell God what to do. Creator, the Book of Ty, Book of Ty. Jehovah, the creator, said, I blow my breath upon the planet and man comes forth inquiring who I am and what is my destiny. So I send an elder brother. Who is this elder brother? An elder brother of man. So if he is an elder brother of man, he is a what? A man also. What does he come to do? To teach him and show him the light. Who is this elder brother? Not the father, the brother. No more than what you will be in time to come. Who is this brother? God. That is his title, his rank, his position. But who is he? God said, behold me, O man, I am thy elder brother. I have passed through death, which means I died, nigga. I was born first, but then I died. and found the glory of the unseen worlds. I raised up through the grades to a rank. I was a Lord. And then I raised up some more and I was a Lord God. And I was raised up some more and I became God. Guess what? I'm going to rise some more. And I'm going to be an Orion. And I'm going to rise some more. And I'm going to be a Nirvanian. And I'm going to rise some more. And I'm going to be an Ochian. And I'm going to rise some more forever. This is what y'all not understanding about my father. He don't stop. He gangster. He hard. He do what he say he gonna do. He done did it. If you can even think it, it's already done in the galaxy. And since we understand that the vortex is what creates everything, so when you go out there and see that there's billions and billions and trillions of galaxies, he has done every single possibility that could come from that creative force a trillion, billion, trillion times. He made the possibility for the possibility of all possibilities. He's so far beyond God. The creator's so far. But look who God say he is. This God, this true God, this the real nigga. Son of Jehovah, the real deal. Behold me, oh man, I am not elder brother. How, nigga? If you ain't never lived. If you ain't come out of woman. But he telling you I did. I ain't nothing different than you. I have passed through death. I died and found the glory of the unseen worlds. Look. And Jehovah, who? The creator, Yahweh, Ormaz, Egoquim, the master of light gave to me, your God, who is your elder brother, dominion or power, the mastership over the earth and her head. God is a man no different than you are. Okay. Is it? I think it's 2. Where No. I'm tripping. It's the Book of Japheth. Hold on. It's the Book of Japheth. Because I want to get right back. Right here. And I will allot to you. This is your God. This is a God, true God. This is what any God can be. You dig what I'm talking about? And is, right? The false ones assume to try to be like him, but even he don't have power to create life. Even true God gives all adoration to the creator, Yahweh. Show me one time in that Bible where your God, your Lord God gives adoration to the creator. He tells you he is the all highest, and praise him or go to hell. But we find that true God is just the opposite. While your God asks for praise, true God doesn't. While your God is compounding and trying to make his kingdom great, true God is always giving away. While your God is always speaking of himself, true God speaks of the creator. And this is the rank of the titles of the high-raised angels over the 3 atmospheric levels of the heavens that travel with the earth, right? And I will allot to you a chief, right, who is wise and experienced in founding heavenly kingdoms, and he shall appoint from among you officers, messengers, ashars, which are guardians, asafs, which are graders, and SNRs, which are musicians. And you shall be numbered and apportioned to your labors and places, like in my other lower heavens, on other worlds. So that means there are other men throughout these galaxies. Now listen, he who is chief, remember the dude who making everybody do what they do, he who is chief shall be called God. So God is a chief angelic being. This is a title. This is a job. God is a job. He does a thing. It's a rank. It's a title. It's a position. It's earned because it's learned by good works done to other. Man can attempt to approach the Godhead. He who is chief shall be called God of this heaven and the earth, which are now bestowed to his making. And God shall have a council and a throne within his heavenly city, and the place shall be called Hored, because it is the first kingdom of the God in this firmament. So God is a position. He's the top guy in a heavenly kingdom. First one of earth being called Hored. And God shall rule on his throne, for it is his, and his council shall rule with him. In my name, whose name? In the Creator's name, they shall have dominion over the angels and mortals belonging to the earth. And God shall appoint chiefs under him, who shall go down and dwell on the earth with mortals. And the labor of these chiefs shall be with the mortals for their resurrection. And these chiefs shall be called lords. Why are they lords? For they are gods of land. But you praising us and you praising the Lord, not knowing this is just a God of land. There's a guy over him who got the whole heavens and the whole earth. And then there's a guy over him, the creator. You dig what I'm talking about? The all person. There's a person over the lords of the land. He is God. A position. So God has a name. So when they tell you God said, tell them which God said. Ask them. Which God said that? Like what they gonna say? The God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob commands thee. And what is the labor of these is of these chiefs under God shall be with mortals for their resurrection. And these chiefs shall be called lords, for they are gods of land, which is the lowest. Didn't you know what is it saying? Deuteronomy, I think it's Deuteronomy 15. I am a man of war, the Lord is my name. Praise me or I'll kill you. I will smite thee utterly, like the parasites and the Jebusites and the Hivites and the Zanzunim. We will kill you all. And the Lord is my name. I am a man of war. That is the lowest rank of my commission, God. Uh-oh. But those who deny me, who say there is no God, nor Lord, who say the heavens of the earth and the people of the earth are without heavenly government, who confound me with the great spirit. He say, nigga, you trying to twist me up? That's Jaja, nigga. You leave that nigga alone. He said, you trying to twist me up. Who confound me with the great spirit, Jehovih, the creator of life, and who is over all and within all. This is God telling you. Hold on, let me start again. Those who deny me, Jehovah's Son, God, and who say there is no God, there is no Lord, who say the heavens of the earth and the people of the earth are without heavenly government, and who confound me with the great spirit. Y'all keep saying God is the creator. He's saying y'all niggas confounded. Who confound me, God, with the great spirit, Jehovah, the creator of life. He's saying I'm not him. Y'all got me twisted. And who is over all and within all, who say I was not at one time a mortal. Those who don't believe I was a man. This is God telling you, true God. Those niggas that say I was not at one time a mortal and dwelt on the earth as mortals now dwell, who say that the worlds inhabited by the spirits of the dead have no God, who was and is one of them, and king over them, even as kings are over the earth people, who obey not my commandments, nor the commandments of my predecessors, who were gods in the days of the ancient prophets, but are now risen to higher heavens. Those who are on the earth in mortal bodies, and those who having died are within my lower heavens. Many of whom still dwell on earth, or are as wandering spirits of darkness, for my judgments are upon all people. This is the testimony no man can gainsay. Ain't nobody say nothing. Look at God. Look at true God. He said, nigga, what I'm about to tell you, you bet not say nothing. As a matter of fact, you can't say nothing because it don't matter what you think. It's applied to you. Huh? Why? Because my judgments are upon all people. This is the testimony no man can mealy mouthing, gum bumping, backbiting, backstab about. Huh? That whosoever will admit that to the righteous and good of heart, there is more peace and joy than to the ungodly and the wicked, who admit that The wicked have more tribulation and torments than do the pure and good. These then are my judgments upon all people, whether on earth or whether in the lower heavens of the earth, that even as things apply to individuals, so shall they apply to nations and kingdoms, that they who are ungodly, listen, and self-conceited, hold on, that they who are, whoa, that they who are ungodly and self-conceited against my commandments shall have penalties and trials and sufferings as nations and peoples on earth below and in the heavens thereof. And the people shall cry out for employment and find none. Cry out for bread and find none. Cry out against the rich and the tyrant, but find no succor. And they shall say, woe, woe is the fate of all the people. Woe, woe are the coming events and the fall of empires. They shall search for the cause thereof and find it not, for they will not perceive that it is their own ungodliness that has come upon them and brought them to their misery. You better listen up, American government. Huh? You better listen up. And they shall be cast into anarchy and destruction. The nations shall fall. The religions of all of their forefathers shall fail them, and their prayers shall go up in vain to my holy place. This is true God speaking. He said, I'm not going to hear these niggas, because they have denied me, God, and denied Jehovah, the creator of life, Yahweh, the creator of life, and set themselves up to explain away me and my heavenly governments. Neither shall they perceive Jehovah till they put away the darkness that is in them. And my judgments shall pursue them on earth and in the lower heavens. Look, look. This is why he's starting to listen. They're saying what you doing, you can't get away from. Listen. And they shall be bound to not rise, nor to live in peace till they acknowledge that righteousness of heart and good works done to one another are the power of resurrection I gave unto my people. Look what he said. Nor shall a few escape me. Not even a few gonna get away. Not even two. Leaving the rest to care for themselves. For a nation do I bind to a nation, a people to a people, and I hold all the people. Listen, I bind a people to a people. Listen, and I hold all the people of an ungodly nation responsible therefore, some more, some less, according to their wisdom and strength. Hear me then in my judgments on different nations and peoples. For I will have my judgments on the people of all nations and countries and nations, and no man may gainsay my words. The righteousness of my judgment, nor confound me with men in the words I put forth. For as herein I speak by word in mortality, so do I come to the hearts of the people, and they shall say, even so hath it come to me in heart and judgment before I saw these written words. How many of y'all sitting here right now like, damn, man, this shit, it's like I heard this somewhere before. I know I ain't heard this, but damn, this shit's sitting right. I'm going to make a confession. When I read this, I was probably on the page before, right? And I was telling wifey, I say, man, I'm reading this, man, and it's like I read this before. And then look, I read a page or so up, and he say, the righteousness of, hold on, let's get down here again. And no man may gainsay my words, or the righteousness of my judgment, nor confound me with men in the words I put forth. For as herein I speak by words in mortality, I gave you these words in mortal words. So do I come to the hearts of the people, and they shall say, even so that hath it come to me in heart, in judgment, before I saw these words. I said, man, it's like I read this or something. You know what I mean? Chapter 3. The prophet said, these are the judgments of God, son of Jehovah, that God holdeth of thee for the iniquities of all thy people wherein thou wert party. All thy people wherein thou wert party to the crimes committed. That means even benefiting later from a crime committed. To the nation who saith, behold me. To the nation who saith, behold me, my people are free, and all men participate in the governments of men. Don't we say that here? Don't we say that here? Behold, my people are free, and all men participate in the governments of men. Who shalt thou be? So, behold me, my people are free, and all men participate in the governments of men. So shalt thou be bound, both in this world and the next. And he's talking about a nation. So if y'all claim it, like they did with the Declaration of Independence, you know what I mean, that all men are free and equal, Creator saying you bound to that now. Listen, this is what they didn't want in there. To the nation who saith, behold me, my people are free, and all men participate in the governments of men, so shalt thou be bound, both in this world and the next, wherein thou didst bind thy people in slavery. The judgment of thy God is upon all thy people. Nevertheless, doubly bound is he who directly held his fellow man in bondage. Nor hath Jehovah, who is over all, limited his times and seasons by the death of any man, so you can't get away from it because you die. Grandpa was enslaving niggas, You still got to get some of that because it ain't fixed right in the world. You ain't fixed it in the spiritual world, and you ain't fixed it in the physical world. So you gonna get what you gonna get. You messed up, you clean up. Huh? Sometimes daddy mess up, right? Daddy come in and mess up the kitchen. Mama got to come clean it up. But sometimes daddy mess up and the kids have to do the dishes. Y'all perceiving what I'm saying? Nevertheless, doubly bound is he who directly held his fellow man in bondage, nor hath Jehovih, who is over all, limited his times and seasons by the death of any man. But they who commit crimes shall answer in the next world for the sins done in this. God said, because thy slaves, listen, went out in darkness and have become wandering spirits, dwelling in ignorance around about the earth, there is no resurrection for them in this day. The heavens of thy God are above them, nor have they put away the vengeance in their hearts because of the injustice done to them in mortality. Tens of millions of them loiter about old places, even as they lived on earth, but with evil intent on the living, and they pursue the living with wrath, tormenting them day and night. This is part of that infliction. And once you get it, and with evil inspirations. You dig what I'm talking about? So you think for a second. Mr. Charlie, right? Whooping, raping, oppressing slaves, right? His slave died. Go up before him, get the handle of the heavens, and then this low nigga born in the spirit, low as a little baby, and he already in the slave you was whooping, raping. You dig what I'm talking about? Got the upper hands now. Now, you think he just gonna leave it with you? Or he gonna get Jenny too? You think Jenny's gonna get some? You raped Jebediah's daughter and had a whole son and then raped him. And then sold the nigga off to a plantation. You don't think Jebediah want to get him some get back? And this was why the sins are being applied to the children today. And white kids tell they parent, little Susie be like, fuck you, man. I like Tyrone. I like Shaquisha. You're cool as hell, man. Your mom, have you ever made collard greens, Mom? Well, their mom makes collard greens, and they're delish. I like Tyrone in the house. The kids today not even with it. But that funky spirit of hate still holds on. Huh? Because they're getting inspired to evil inspirations. So just think about this. The white guy who drove the 200 miles in New York and killed the 10 people in the shopping market. By the way, he killed a great engineer who had made a car that could run off water. Just a little FYI. He was one of the people that got killed. Just think about this. The white supremacist racist who killed black men could have really been inspired by a black man too. A Druja black man. Or a white Drujan white male inspired him with nigger hate way in 2022 from some shit that happened in the 1700s. But he aspired to hate. So he go up there and kill black people. It could have went either way, but just think, a black man could have inspired a white dude to kill some black people, spreading that hate and, you know what I mean, murder and wrathfulness all through the society, and hence tearing his family apart. And it's about to be some other things go on. There's something to think about. And the living have become corrupt. Look, because of what they did. The living today in 2022 have become corrupt and wicked at heart, nor do they prosper in anything under the sun. And when they die as to mortality, their souls enter the next world to become environed with the hate of their former slaves. Remember, this is 1881 is written also. But this is also for today. Their souls entered the next world to become environed. That means surrounded and encompassed with the hate of their former slaves. And companies of millions do the spirits of darkness encompass them. And there is no resurrection for any of them to any of the higher heavens. Sorry, Billy. Grandpa ain't make it. You was with all that hating in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 40s, 30s, 20s, ever. There is no resurrection for any of them. This would hate get you. Y'all starting to see why they left this out? Huh? Y'all starting to see why it got left out? In the company of millions do the spirits of darkness encompass them. And there is no resurrection for any of them to any of the higher heavens. So no, Grandpa ain't looking over you. Grandpa's now a Drujan worker bee, inspiring you to more fuckery. Neither doth it avail them any good to pray for the priest, nor church to help them. For the evil that was done must be compensated for. Hold on, let me scoot this up. For the evil that was done must be compensated in every fraction. That's spiritually and physically. Huh? Like they've been telling you. Get my reparations to the house, cuz. And this something you owe me for how you did me. And until you do that, your country going down, America. It's going to burn. Faith is going to be fine. Sorry. We going to be good. We not going to be with you niggas. And even if a bomb do come by us, guess what? Jaja going to have the Ethereum angel stop anything. Ain't going to be no radiation for us. You can drop a nuke on this motherfucker. The faith is going to make it. We like roaches, nigga. They sunk a whole continent. 12,420 of us got up off that mud. Huh? They sunk the continent of Pan. What you niggas call Lemurian, Mu, and Atlantis. Nigga, we got up off of there. Faithus was fine. But you niggas went down in darkness. How we know you was a person in darkness? Because you ain't make it. The spirits of the slaves are in ignorance and crime. And our God, Now look, hold on, whoa. Let me go back, because this is deep. Neither do it avail them to any good. It don't do you no good to pray for the priest, nor for the church to help them. For the evil that was done must be compensated in every fraction before there shall be any redemption for them. Grandpa fucked. This nation fucked. To my white brothers and sisters and people of the fucked up world, capitalistic society, you got a choice to make. You gonna do right, or you going out in darkness. Why? Because the spirits of the slaves are in ignorance and crime, and that God put it upon thee, that till thou hast turned to and lifted them up, even with thyself, thou shalt find no peace of soul. You don't think they up there doing them bad? Neither shalt thou raise to the heavens of thy God. Moreover, even as thou dost this day, curse the race thou hast neglected and despised, even as you call us niggas today, and you hate us today, and you oppress us and kill us with the police today. You dump drugs in our hood today. They curse us today. This is the children. This ain't the slave master. This the children. Still cursing me and you. Moreover, even as thou dost this day, curse the race thou hast neglected and despised. Who was neglected and despised in America? It's only one people. Thank you. Only one got their land took. Only one is the most hated, neglected, and despised people in the whole world. The people who only praise the Creator. So-called American Negro. Angry. Are you not the most neglected and despised man? And do they not hate your whole race today? But look what it said. Moreover, even as thou dost this day, curse the race thou hast neglected and despised and enslaved and oppressed, so dost thou sink thyself in deeper bondage. For as Jehovah quickened into life all the living, and thus made him his children, so are they thy brothers and sisters. Nor hath anyone any prestige in sight of our Father, who is over all. Now, this is God talking about his Father. So God got a father. Remember God the brother. God said, Goddess, his sister. Goddess said, till thou canst take them to thy heart and soul, these slaves, these people you hating today, till you can take them to your heart and soul and say, my brother and my sister. In this world, 2022, there shall be no prosperity for thy people. Who are they talking about? Ooh. Huh? Oh, JBN couldn't put this in there. JBN couldn't put this in there. They dying off, y'all. Sad. And Huh? Until you can take them to thy heart and soul and say, my brother, my sister, in this world, alive today. Huh? We know what happened. And the government backed it. This is why we go hard on the gods. Keep our foot on their neck, because the gods, the false gods, are running these false governments that have set themselves up against the people and the Creator. But until you can call them my brother and my sister, who say that? Niggas. But until the non-nigga call you my brother and my sister in this world, there shall be no prosperity for thy people. And even so shall it continue to be so in the next world. Till thou shalt say, my brother and my sister, there shall be no resurrection in heaven. For as it was given unto you to know God and his kingdom whilst on earth, even so now shalt thou teach and believe and demonstrate in the lower heaven till thou art purged of all iniquity. Look at your slave master. Look at your oppressor. Oppressed. Getting back all he sowed. He reaping it. And God said, what man amongst you would hold the key of the higher heavens and say to the masters, come ye and inherit my kingdoms, and let them that have been slaves shift for themselves. Now he's saying, now, which one of y'all got the keys, would have the keys to the higher heavens, and say to the masters, the niggas who was slaving, the people who was oppressing, the police, the judges, the lawyers. The lawyer is as bad as a murderer. He worse. He can do something worse than a murder. It's called a lawsuit. When one man has to spend everything trying to defend that he didn't do something. And win, lose, or draw, he loses because he had to use everything he had in defending himself on a real suit or a frivolous suit. Lawyer and the judge is just as worse as a murderer. What man amongst you would hold the key to the higher heavens and then come say to the masters, fuck them niggas over there. Come on in here, y'all good. Which one of y'all would say that? Okay, hold on. Let me go back to the thing. Okay, I'm going to ask a straight, direct question. If you would hold the key to heaven, right? And the master who beat and enslaved your grandmama, raped her, just did everything evil he possibly could to her, right? Would you give him the key to the higher heavens and then go tell niggas to beat it? If you would do that, put a 2 in the chat. Put a 2 in the chat. If you would do that, put a 2 in the chat. If you wouldn't do that, put a 1 in the chat. Just asking a question. If you would say, fuck them slaves and bring the master in, who was beating and raping and feeding the babies to the alligators. You dig what I'm talking about? Because if y'all don't, I know some of this stuff they say about slavery is it's not true. It's told in reverse in many points. But what I'm telling you is, when they tell you about these atrocities, they happened. Okay. If you would say, let the master in, if you would say, let the master in and fuck them slaves, give me a 2. If you would say no, give me a 1. See if y'all listen. I know it's late. If you had the keys to higher heaven, if you had the keys to higher heaven, and the master who beat your grandmama came up to heaven, would you let the master in? Press 2. If you saying let the master in and fuck them slaves, press 2. If you saying hell no, I'm not giving him the keys to the higher heaven, press 1. Okay, here we go. We got them ones coming in. None of y'all would give it to them. Look what God's saying. What man amongst you would do that? Not none of you. I don't see no tools. None of you would do that. He's saying, nigga, that's common sense. You don't think they about to get some get back for all that shit they did? Oh no, y'all not about to come up here with that. What man amongst you would hold the key of the higher heavens and say to the masters, the slave masters, come on and inherit these high kingdoms up here? Huh? Come on here now, boy. And then turn around and tell the slaves, fuck y'all niggas. Y'all make it however you want to. Which one of y'all will give him the key? Look what God said. Verily I say unto you, not of such this kingdom, not of such is the kingdom of thy God. For whosoever will enter therein shall be clear of all sin and all vanity. And he esteemed himself no higher in Jehovah's sight than in the meanest of all slaves. And meanest means the basest, the lowest of all slaves. So until you raise them up even higher than you, until y'all on equal footing, ain't gonna be no resurrection for you niggas. Karma mama. That's right. Karma mama. What'd he say? Well, this deep right here. For whoever will enter in therein shall be clear of all sin and vanity. And he esteem himself, and he look at himself no higher in Jehovah's sight than the lowest of all slaves. Till he don't see himself no better, you ain't gonna make it, pop. And God said, let no man say, do ye thus and so, or do ye some other way, and we shall prosper our country, or our cities shall be built up, and our people know no want. For thy God setteth it upon thee, and thy city, and thy country. There shall be no prosperity for you till you have paid for the penalty of your crimes, then and today. For shall any man say, this is the judgment of God against us, without perceiving that he who created thee made this line of justice in all his creation? This is how I perceived something was missing. And look what we was missing. Look what we was missing. Y'all starting to see why JBN didn't put it in? Don't hate him for it. If you was trying to get a barbaric, heathenistic people to just try to perceive the creator, just a little bit, you wouldn't put stuff in there that told them what was going to happen to them like this and try to get them to listen. For shall any man say, this is the judgment of God against us, without perceiving that he who created thee, the creator, he who created God, made this line of justice in all his creation, because thou hast looked corporeally or physically for the cause of thy depravity and lack of prosperity, thy God bringeth the matter home to thy understanding, for thou art accursed with the spirits of the dead, whom thou didst curse, whilst they dwelt in mortality. You fucked up now because of the fucked up shit you did. So basically, you fucked up now with this opiate epidemic because you pumped crack onto another people. You are losing vitality and birth rate because you killed off other people. You are losing your land, and your capitalist society is tearing at its fringes right now because you disenfranchised so many. And why? For thou art accursed with the spirits of the dead, whom thou didst curse, whilst they still dwelt in mortality, while they were still living. Thou hast turned away from thy creator, who is justice, and hast set up thyself in vanity, but thou art reaping the harvest of thine own folly. Woo-hoo! Y'all starting to see why now? Y'all starting to see why this wasn't left in? Y'all starting to see? Because thy slaves went out in darkness and have become wandering spirits dwelling in ignorance around about the earth. Look what it's saying. Look at this. God said, till thou canst take them to thy heart and soul and save my brother and my sister in this world, 2022, right now, 174 years into the Cosmon era, until you can say that, there shall be no prosperity for thy people. Who people? I bet you want to be, oh, everybody's the same now. I bet you do. But that ain't how it worked. Should have did better. And then you fucked over the hand that fed you. You couldn't even have lived. You couldn't have survived a winter here. What if the Algonquins would have left you stanking? The very first time, what if they'd have shot at you niggas and ran you back to your boat? Didn't let you come back. Huh? And look what it say. And even so shall it continue to be so in the next world, till thou shalt say, my brother and my sister, there shall be no resurrection in heaven for you niggas. They're going to say we racist for this. This is your creator telling you this. Your people foul. You did some fucked up shit. Make it right, nigga. But you try to tell us to pull our shit up from our bootstraps, nigga. But you taking our boots every time we get boots. You figure out a way to kick daddy out the house. Trick mama into thinking, I don't need no man. Broke down the strength of these so-called black people, these so-called Negroidal people, these aboriginals. You disenfranchised them. You stole their land. Now you gotta give it back. Huh? Where's your biblical God telling you that? Today, here in America. He doesn't. He's impotent. He is weak. For as it was given unto you to know God in his kingdom, whilst on earth, even so now shalt thou teach and believe and demonstrate in the lower heavens, till thou art purged of all iniquity. Look at this. And God said, hold on. What man amongst you would hold the keys of the higher heavens and say to the masters, come ye and inherit my kingdom? And let them that have been slaves just fend for themselves. Which one of you would do that? Not one of you. Verily I say unto you, not of such is the kingdom of God. For whosoever will enter therein shall be clear of all sin and vanity, and he esteem himself no higher than Jehovah's like. Look at what's happening to Uncle Jed. And don't let no man say, do ye this, do this, or do ye some other way, and we shall prosper our country, or our cities shall be built up, and our people know no one. Don't let the president sell you that bullshit. Huh? Didn't you just fall for it with Biden? Didn't he say he was going to come with a black plan? And then your so-called, quote-unquote, black vice president, Kamala Harris, tell you, I'm not doing shit for just black people. Huh? Oh, this about you, America. Well, if you niggas just pull your boots up by yourself up by your bootstrap, if you could just generate some generational wealth, and we can prosper our country. We can come together as one. Ain't that what they told you? They sold you. But look, that's what they said. So look what God is applying to them. Because you said that, and you said it upon thee, and you said this, so I'm gonna give it to you. You came out your mouth, said, we gotta get past racism. We got to get past, and you're not doing nothing. It's just words. You get worse and worse by the year. You kill more niggas by the police every year. You take more land and homes every year. You have disenfranchised and gave a whole nother people the status of being native or aboriginal. And the owners of this land, them people live in teepees. We had massive cities built thousands of years before they came here in North America. Massive cities with 3 and 4 story buildings. Cut out of polygonal rock that's so massive we can't even think how they did it. Thousand AD, 1000 BC, we had cities so magnificent you wouldn't believe it. Wiped out. Natural. I'm not blaming that on nobody, but that was natural. But they were still there in many places. And we were still there. And we still here now. Look at this, though. There shall be no prosperity for you till you have paid the penalties for your crimes. For shall any man say this is the judgment of God against us, without perceiving that he who created thee made this line of justice in all his creations? Because thou hast looked physically, corporally with your ass for the cause of the depravity and lack of prosperity, thy God bringeth the matter home to thy understanding. What Malcolm X say? The chickens are coming home to roost. And we watch that around us. So faith is we gonna get up out of ooze. Huh? Communal living is the only way. Purity of body is the only way. Purity of thought and doing good to your other men. Because if we did it to each other, we wouldn't need anybody else. Oahspe sets up the plan to crush so-called white systemic domination. It has the plan within it to crush the capitalist society without ever busting a shot. You wonder why they fear this? Even your own brothers won't read this. And this is emancipation. This is freedom. This is liberty. This is how it feels to be gangster. This is how it feels to be a big G, an OG, a God in training. For thou art accursed with the spirits of the dead, whom thou didst curse while they dwelt in mortality. While they was living, you fucked over. So you're cursed by these spirits, and your kids is accursed by these spirits. Thou hast turned away from thy creator, who is justice, and hast set thyself up in vanity. You think you the shit. You go in, you kill people and take over their governments and take their shit. You think that's just gonna keep riding? United States government? How much blood is on your hands? What I will tell you is you haven't done enough to offset it. And until you fix this nigga problem that you got, your country will burn. Oh yeah. In your lifetime, you'll see it. It's gonna go up. Get right or burn down. You're gonna get down or you're gonna lay down. And it's not going to be us. It's going to be you. You destroying you. We ain't even going to be by y'all niggas. And y'all going to blow y'all self up. Try to bring that shit over here. Get right. Get right with your creator. Because thou hast turned away from thy creator, who is justice, and has set thyself up in vanity. But what? Thou art reaping the harvest of thine own folly. Could you imagine the great-great-granddaughter of one of these slave masters now got a nigga baby? Could you imagine him in spirit? Oh man, that would be the worst thing in life. Imagine how it's hitting him in spirit. That black and white mix, which I love. You dig what I'm talking about? Is almost, if you really want to look at it, its own people. The European indigenous American mix, the European Negroidal mix, the so-called mixed folks, mulattoes, the mulatters, the yellow burns, red bones, they almost their own people. You know what I mean? And really depends on which culture they grew up in is what they'll side with. You dig what I'm saying? You got a little mixed boy, never met none of his black parents side of the family. He don't know what the fuck going on. But them little kids be having issues because the white boys fuck with them in school. You dig what I'm talking about? I went to a white school. You can't tell me. I know that feeling. I went to a school of 2,800 kids. At the most, in 9th grade, the most black folks that was in that school was 8. After that, there was never more than 4. I think, no, it was 5. Sterling Heights High School. Shout out to the Stallions, man. Shout out to my Stallions. You know what I'm talking about? But I wanted to bring this to y'all. Getting a little light. You dig what I'm talking about? But look. Look. This is what was going on. Look. This was happening in spirit. They beating their ass. Look, niggas on their knees. He trying to, come here. They about to stab the shit out of Cuz. He about to hit them, the babies, and her with a hatchet. You don't think these people oppressed? Mind you, ain't not damn one of these people African, nor got off a boat nowhere. Let that sink in for a second. This is higher light. This is Oahspe. Let it sink in for a second. You think them people oppressed? Those are the Anguis. Those are the Indians. Show me one Native American enslaved anywhere in any picture. So how can they be the indigenous man and get their shit took when they turned around and enslaved you too? So how could they be the indigenous man of this land? That means you came and took something too. You got with your brother, the so-called European, and enslaved the copper color indigenous American. Look at this. That's a black man up there. Look, he's smiling. He happy too. So is he. So is he. So is he. Look at him. Solemn grins. Dog blowing a Newport. Look at this. You don't think them boys want no get back? Look at this. You don't think they want no get back? It's a black man, they did him dirty up there. And that wasn't all. That wasn't all. When he got done, they cut his penis and his genitalia off. Gutted him. Took his fingers home for souvenirs. They chopped and tore his brains out of skull. And kept the skull. Huh? Y'all seen Django when Calvin Candy whipped out that skull? Huh? Look at it. America's history from its foundation to this day. Look at this. Let it sit in. Let it sit in a second. Do you think she was oppressed? Look at your grandmama. That's your grandmama. Look at them cheekbones. Look at that nose. Huh? She got soft, pretty hair up under there. Black, coarse, long. Copper color. From the north, south, east, and west came the Angui. They were copper colored. With black, coarse hair. Do you remember? Told you, Jaja bringing everything out, y'all. Copper colored, long, black, coarse hair. Indigenous to America, Angui. Negro. Negro. Do you remember? Did you remember you were mixed between the Ahoan and the iron, white and yellow? Is that white? Do you remember? Look at what they say. Don't let them. This is Chicago, 1823. Look, 10 likely and valuable slaves at auction. Where they get these slaves? On Thursday. Remember, on Thursday, the 24th, we will sell in front of our office without any kind of unit or reserve for cash at 11 o'clock, 10 as likely Negroes as any ever. These people crazy. As likely Negroes as any ever offered in this market. Among them is a man who is a superior cook in the house service, a girl of about 17 years old, and a first-rate house servant, and an excellent seamstress. Brooke and Herbert. Guess who got to pay now? Because somebody insured these 10 guys. Somebody backed the insurance company, which was the bank. Somebody backed the bank, which was the government. You see it starting to see now? Y'all starting to see why? Now, this information didn't come out in 1881 on time perfectly. It was written in 1881. It could have came out in 1881. Why didn't it? Because it was revised. And you know what? They left the Book of Japheth reference in there. Boom. Hold on. Let me go back down. They left the Book of Japheth reference in there, but took the book out. You dig what I'm saying? They took the see also the Book of Japheth. The Book of Japheth was an original book of the Oahspe, pulled from being in the published Oahspe. But remember, it came out in 1881. Do we got to go back? This is original text of Oahspe, the book of the prophet. Hold on. What do the book of the prophet say? When do it say it was written? (1881) and came out in the original version. So there is an 1881 copy. Who got them frames? We know that too. John A. Lamb. Wing Anderson got them. And the guy who ended up writing the version, we have Rod. Recopied and redid the 1891 version. But look, this ain't in the 1882. But he forgot to take out the reference when he left the plate. Even though they was trying to hide it, Jaja left a clue, and look, we got it's like a fragment. There's more. This is only 3 chapters, but this is the book of the prophet. What do you say? Emmett Till wants that get back, especially the one woman that lied. Yeah, she's still living too. And they still ain't got that woman, but they went and got Bill Cosby. He 80 plus. So is this lady 80 plus. And guess what? They had a warrant for her almost 4 days later. Do you know that they just buried it and never served it? There is a warrant. Because they knew she lied after the boy had already been killed. Huh? Lying a yah in the house. What up, dog? Not Sariyahu. What up, though? It's a week. It could happen in Silver Valley because they had Jerry. Yeah. Y'all know the story. And he got whooped by the Assyrian god. Then got whooped by the Babylonian god. Then got whooped by the Persian god. Y'all went to slavery in every one of them. Shout out Daryl Carr's mom. That's right. Shout out Roger Washington. My sister Tikva. Shabara in the house. That's right. Netzeriyahu 777. They be hating. We be elevating, bro. It's all coming. I gotta do. Trust me, I'm getting to all this, and this is stuff I've broken down over years. I never even thought about doing a YouTube, or else I'd have been had one. I wasn't worried about everybody else. I was just worried about the people I could touch. The people who I knew would get it. You know what I mean? This is a blessing to be able to bounce these ideas off people I know who get it. The excuse is they was wicked, so they had to lose to the other. That is the excuse. Not that they God got his ass whooped. The excuse is, oh, your God allowed you to lose. Nigga, he told you to go take the land of Canaan and go slay Amalek. Told you to kill Og. Smite the smite the parasites utterly. Kill all them niggas. And then while you done, make a doo-doo sandwich, nigga. And cut off a goat head and go horn for Satan. That's what your God said. And then I'ma put me, your Lord, who is a man of war. His name is the Lord. Told y'all, I'm gonna make the prophets lie. I'm gonna put a lying spirit in their mouth. I'm gonna set these niggas up. Fuck these niggas. I know they gonna get killed. But it's okay. You know what I mean? I'm a liar, so why not send a liar in spirit? I'm just saying. That's right, lying. Yeah. Either get right or get left. They got a choice to make. You know what I mean? Look at that. The God of war can't fight. Man told you to slay the Canaanites and go take their shit. First of all, they never stopped to think. Stealing is wrong. Taking something from another guy is wrong. Y'all never stopped to think. Oh, because God told us it was right to kill him. It's gotta be right. But he also told you earlier, thou shalt not kill. Confliction. It's conflicted. Losing all the time. Ask your God about that Babylonian ass whooping he took. You dig what I'm talking about? Ask him about that. Yeah, Yara. Yeah, Yara. I didn't even think of that. I didn't even think of that till you just said that. You brought that all the way back. Yara say it reminds me of Tales from the Hood when the slaves from the painting came alive on mass. So y'all remember that? Let's see if I can pull that up, man. That's crazy. But you know what I mean? Now look, do y'all understand? Now it's up to y'all how y'all feel about it. But do you understand the level of this information and why JBN probably didn't put it in there? This nigga probably didn't want to start a revelation. If y'all, I ain't saying y'all think it's right or wrong, right? We're not saying if it's right or wrong, but we saying, why do you understand why he left it out? Let me get a 1 in the chat. If you understand that this would have fucked some shit up, and do y'all, first of all, do y'all understand now why it came through a white guy? Do y'all understand why it came through a white guy? Think about this. When you was at your lowest, or your low, enslaved, oppressed in Egypt, right? He didn't come to you at your highest or your high. You couldn't even read for the most part. They could kill you and nobody could go to court for it or get adjudged for it. When he was at your lowest of the low, or your low, Creator came and got you. Lifted you up and raised you up. So when this new revelation comes, shouldn't it come to the lowest of the low? The white people in the 1880s, right after Reconstruction, after they done stole everything, after they conspired with the so-called Native Americans to take your shit, enslaved you, oppressed you, then put Jim Crow on you, black codes on you, shouldn't it come to the lowest of the low? What is the worst thing you could do to a heathenistic, barbaric, godless man? Give him God. We didn't get the worst part of slavery, y'all. They did. Oahspe is liberating. This is the faith, is the flow. This is the flow. The Faith is Liberation Organization. We got the flow. That's what we scream from the top of our lungs. Freedom. Liberation. And the Creator only. People got a choice to make, yo. It's some real shit. People got a choice to make. You gonna join up with the man gods, the deities, the sub-deities, the lords, the saviors, the messiahs, all men. You would rather praise a man than the man maker? You would praise the sun instead of the sun maker? Remember, it's about context and perspective and the ability to perceive. Some of your people can't get it yet. What's our saying over here? You bring them, we raise them. Create a gang. We bring that low nigga. We gonna raise him. Bring his Jujan spirits with him. We raise them too. And while you at it, bring his babies. Because they the key. It's easier to bend a young tree to the way you want to instead of an old, crooked, stuck in his way as treated. Can't bend. This is why we focus on the babies. We raising a whole new race of people. And it's going to come out of you, Faithist. Huh? They started this with us, 1948 to 1981. It's actually the fourth generation in the Cosmine era, but begins the last 100 years of the Semidan cycle of the Cosmine era. 1948 to 2048 is 100 years. But remember, 1848 started it off. That's 200 years, y'all. We're only 26 years short of 2048. We understand the timetable, the cycle, the cycles of the timetables of prophecy, the cycles of generations and odes. We see it's repeat in nature. Go back. You want to know what's about to happen? Go look at 1923. Tell me what happened in 1923. For all my homeboys, everybody in the Creator Gang, you did what I'm talking about. Do a little research and insight on 1923. Tell me some of the big things that happened overall in 1923. Tell me some of the things that was happening with the people. What was going on in the news? My boy said, Lion of Yah. He say, play one of them tracks before closing out. You throw that hot shit on? Let's play some of this hot shit. Knock it out real quick for my dog Lion of Yah. The Lion of the Most High. Shout out to the Nazarenes and the Saints. Peace to the righteous gods, man. It's your boy Cosmonian. Let's blast off to the east. all the universe that is not part of him. And I am all that is me. My body. By virtue of my presence, all things are. By virtue of my presence, I is. By virtue of my presence, living I brought forth life. I made up the destroy. I am first and I am last. Shalom to all the creators, dearly beloved, faithless and beloved. Osman, Cal, TV, Alpha. Who are created Ethereum and beyond realms. Like all in one. One in all. Job. Job. Well, this your big bro, man, Cosmonian. About to put my moon boots back on, man. Turn the thrusters on this Ethereum Atavacid. I'm whooping the Atavacid today, y'all. I put the Otavan in the shop. Whipping the Atavacid. I got the streamers blowing. Car coming down the street looking like a comet. About to turn the Ethereum boosters on. Yeah. Blast off into the Ethereum heavens. Go holla at Seth and Tees. Go holla at my dog Neff. Gotta check out Simpty Armage and Fragopity. Call my dog Hoab real quick. Sweep through, come get my dude. Got this banging out the back of that mug. That Vortexian funk, man, that Oahspe, that flow. Banging out the back of the Atavacid. My windows tinted with moon dust. I got gold from the 17th galaxy spinning on the rim. Strap on in. Strap on in. As we blast off again, this is Cosmon. Breathe in. Let the light in. Because I'm Cosmon. And I'm old.
And oh yeah, put that Super 7 in the air. Tell me how you feel it when you're feeling up there. When you in the sky, breathing breathing rarefied air. When you're breathing rarefied air, oh yeah. Put that Super 7 in the air. Tell me how you feeling when you feel it up there. When you in the sky breathing rarefied air. When you're breathing rarefied air, oh,
it's that Japheth, that Chow Mein, that Papa Bull, that Tao Mein, since sunset in the Ark of Wayne. My brain moving like Tao Sang, so as above, it's so below. That up and that down thing, this flow is atmospheric. I call that a ground game. See, water is knowledge, so if I'm teaching, you're learning. So how your God make a sun without vortexing and current? See, the pattern is ponic, I'm reaching out for my people. Oahspe flow through your speakers, you feel the force of the ether. And when the force gets the equal, I'm taking off like an eagle. Police popped the pastor yesterday for pushing put equal. My DNA is Moshe. Mix that thing with higher water. My spirit rate is OTN, it's just a higher order. Got more light than Kavita. Rap a lot just like Tila. Went from sinner to saint. Shout out my big homie Sealer. Got more torque than a sports car. Got more work than a door star. In the 4 million I make, I'm giving the doctor my oh yeah.
Put that Super 7 in the air. Tell me how you feeling when you're feeling up there. When you in the sky breathing rarefied air. When you're breathing rarefied air, oh yeah. Put that Super 7 in the air. Tell me how you feeling when you feel it up there. When you in the sky breathing rarefied air. When you're breathing rarefied air, oh yeah.
Super 7 in my rites and ceremonies. I'm married to Jehovah, holy matrimony. Confucius say, in the words of Caillou, before you hit the tomb, be a bridegroom. Only got one question for Miss Susan B. On how to last Ahuin is now a Angui. Blame my inspiration, I'm just thinking thoughts. But in the way of God's, we gon' keep it short. Why Jesus wanna kill me, Matthew 10:34. Just a couple questions that I'm needing to know. Oahspe flow is so potent, set the vortex in motion. Super 7, I'm floating across the Aegean Ocean. Oh, you a Muslim now, so I guess you making salat. Well, I'm a Israelite, I'ma make him at the Shabbat. Got Moses on the bumper, super slap off in my spaceship photosphere. So I stay lit, peace and light to the faith is so yeah.
Put that Super 7 in the air. Tell me how you feeling when you're feeling up there. When you in the sky breathing rarefied air. When you're breathing rarefied air, oh yeah. Put that Super 7 in the air. Tell me how you feeling when you feel it up there. When you in the sky breathing rarefied air. When you're breathing rarefied air, oh yeah.